So, I saw The Green Knight, and I didn't like it very much. The Green Knight is about King Arthur's nephew, who, after decapitating a mysterious tree knight, must quest after him to be decapitated as part of a deal. Stars Dev Patel, aka Slumdog Zuko. It also features Joel Edgerton and Alicia Vikander. As I said, I didn't like this movie very much. The cinematography of this movie is very good. The camera is always moving in interesting ways, and it's always sort of flowing around. I really like the shots of Gawain venturing in an empty landscape with his gold cloak sticking out against the green landscape. Unfortunately, these great visuals are ruined by the lighting and color grade. The entire movie is incredibly desaturated, has a gray filter, and is in general very dark. They were clearly going for an Unbreakable thing, where the film is desaturated, but important characters will be wearing bright colors, but it just doesn't work because it's too dark. Numerous indoor scenes are so dark that certain shots are incomprehensible because of their lack of light. It was so bad I thought it might have been a projection error, and I still think it might be because I've only seen a few people complaining about it online. Apparently there's a major special effects reveal at the end that lots of people missed because of how dark it was. But what about the plot? This movie is very episodic and fairy tale-like in structure, which I enjoy very much in theory, but not in execution. I've heard this movie referred to as a coming-of-age story, and at the center of the movie is supposed to be about how the journey changes Gawain. But I didn't get a good sense of who Gawain is, or what he wants in the first place. In the beginning of the movie, before the journey starts, sometimes he seems interested in living a normal life. He drinks every night, he hangs out in a brothel, he just is coasting through life based on his status. Other times he seems interested in personal gain and glory, and kinda wants to be a knight, but not really. I don't understand his motivation. His motivations are unclear, and he doesn't have much of a personality. Since large portions of the movie are him journeying alone in silence, this is a huge problem. It also doesn't help that when there is dialogue, it's spoken entirely in both ye olde English and whispers. Everyone is whispering in this movie, the combination of which led me, and apparently others, to be unable to understand what is being said, which is a major problem. I also don't get a good sense of what the world is supposed to be like, what things are supposed to be metaphorical versus literal. Gawain frequently encounters magic and other fantastical things on his journey, and does not seem surprised by any of it. In fact, he rarely reacts to anything after the first 45 minutes. So when weird shit is happening, it's hard to know if it's just a normal thing that happens all the time, or if Gawain is just stone-faced about everything, even when there's crazy shit going on around him. There's a literal tree man that is decapitated in the beginning. Later, a character familiar with this fact asks Gawain if he believes in magic and witchcraft, which, like, bitch, if you know I cut off a fucking magic knight's head, obviously witchcraft is real. It doesn't make any sense. It's like, why would you ask that? It's obvious. What do you mean, do I believe in witchcraft? There's a weird lady with a blindfold on that's just in a house chilling. It's never addressed by any of the characters, and Gawain never questions this. I don't understand what was going on most of the time, and I didn't relate or have any interest in rooting for the main character. And this is coming from someone who will generally enjoy movies that have a bit of a trippy plot and are surreal. Under the Silver Lake is a movie I love. And that is also a movie where it's very hard to understand what's going on and you're not sure what's metaphorical and literal. But it's anchored by Andrew Garfield's character, who is trying to solve a mystery. And regardless of what's really happening or not, you're invested in seeing his character unravel this grand conspiracy. Gawain is not interesting. I don't understand what he wants. I don't understand what he's trying to get. The score, though, is really good, and you should look it up and use it in your D&D campaign. If not for the terrible lighting and color grade, I would probably recommend this movie to people who enjoy very visual films and don't care much about plot. Since the film is so overwhelmingly gray and distractingly dark, I can't even recommend it to that category of people. Have you seen The Green Knight? What did you think of it? What's your favorite movie of 2021 so far? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to like and subscribe for more movie reviews. Bye bye.